Back at you with the Humidor Shop Talk Podcast. I got my man Lucky Lefty to my right.
What up?
KDL 33 on my left.
What up?
Check it out. We back at the Roman Castle. That is an undisclosed location. If you're down with us, you will find out the location. Come kick it with us on the podcast.
VIP stats.
VIP. Got my man Reg in here, my man Rome up in here too, man. You can't see them, but they in here showing us love, man. Let's get into it. NFL, we know the Super Bowl, the chip. We got New England Patriots versus the Philadelphia Eagles. Hey, fly Pelicans, fly. Like my man Scarface from Philadelphia Eagles. And then we got that beast of a team, the Patriots. KDL, let me hear you.
First of all, I was wrong. If you watched last week's
podcast,
you
heard what he said.
I gotta admit that. I had the upsets. I had Minnesota beating Philly, and I had Jacksonville beating New England. Minnesota had absolutely no chance in hell. But Jacksonville had it. It was going as planned. New England, Tom Brady, man, I give hats. They them dudes, man. Like, what do you want me to say? They them dudes, man. But it should be an interesting Super Bowl. Should be a good Super Bowl. You got a good defense against a good offense.
So I think what it really came down to, a lot of people took Jacksonville, but I think that was some old, I'm just cheering against Tom Brady. I mean, at the end of the day, Brady proved it, man. Jacksonville's their first time there, but I was just impressed with what they did in those last 6 or 7 minutes. Brady, against the number one passing defense, man, made them look like a frost-off team out there. I mean, it was just, and then this was without Grunt. So this said a lot, man.
Oh, yeah.
You almost feel like they just sit around and play.
Grunt went out early.
It was like they sit around and play, and then Brady get in the huddle like, all right, y'all ready to win this game? Let's get it going. You know what I'm saying? That's about how it looked. You know what I'm saying? That's really how he made it look.
During the game and after the game, Jacksonville Patriots. Everybody was on social media talking about, oh, the Patriots are cheating. Oh, they cheating for them. Oh, they got 3 extra people in the box with the referees.
Yeah, well, the penalties was lopsided though, Don.
But that pass in the
penalties were lopsided.
Now the Grunt hit, he got hit in the head. I get it. Like you gotta penalize. I get that. But the pass interference, the dude was literally out of bounds. First off, and then they called a pass interference. New England scored immediately. That kind of changed the game going into.
There's no way in a game to decide to go to the Super Bowl that it should be 10, 11 penalties to 1. That's real lopsided.
You got the veteran team and the young boys.
You either call it tight, or you letting them play. It got to be one or the other.
Hey, after Grunt got hit, man, they started calling it tight.
They did.
That's true. But it should have been tight on both sides.
They kicked it off with that pass interference call, which was terrible, by the way. But New England found a way to win, man. They them dudes. They were never out of it. Jacksonville gonna be around, man.
Let me throw out this question. For the other game, did Minnesota choke, or was Philly that just much better than them?
I think it's like Tyson said, everybody got to play until they get hit in the mouth.
It's a little bit of both.
Philly hit them in the mouth, and they never recovered. I mean, they came out scoring that first drive like it was gonna be good, and Philly just ran the table.
Man, they scored like it was nothing, man.
Yeah, they ran the table on them there. And then I like the fact they came out in the second half and Philly just never gave them a prayer to get back in the game.
Yeah.
So what does this say about Nicky 2 times?
Well, you know what? Hey, honestly, dude got a winning record as a quarterback. I know everybody talk about him, he a bum, but he got a winning record as a quarterback. So, and Philly just got a good team, a damn good team. And actually, if they had wins, I would give them a chance. We're gonna talk about that next week.
Nick Foles didn't throw the ball away, man. That's the best thing he can do right now is not throw the ball away, right? Their defense has been good all year. They're actually underrated, to be honest with you. But they stepped up. They took Minnesota out the game. Case Keenum, suddenly, right before your eyes, became Case Keenum. So it wasn't meant to be, man. But their defense tried to hold them in the game, but Philly was so into it, man. Foles was on this game. They beat him. I didn't see that coming.
And can we agree Keenum cost himself about $15 million a year?
Oh,
like another $15 million? He could have got paid big money if he'd have got to that Super Bowl.
Now, my son, he playing ball in college, man. What up, Tyree? Much love. But check it out, man. Do you think Nick Folk had a chip on his shoulder? Because if you go back to when they was with the Rams, Keenum came in and took his job.
Right. Sure did.
Took his job, got him shipped out. Did he have something to prove? Did he have that chip on his shoulder when he looked across there and man, they was warming up and he looks like, yeah, I got him. I'm gonna get him. He was eating a banana talking about, yeah, I'm gonna drop it down on him.
You know what? I think Foles is one of those quarterbacks who, when you let him get a rhythm, like he in the zone. Once he in the zone and he hit that rhythm, and I've seen him do it now. The end of the year when he played against Dallas and a few other teams, he never really got in his stride, never got his rhythm. So he was being Nick Foles as far as, just a backup. But he got in this, once he got in this rhythm, man, he looked unstoppable. And Minnesota was blowing it, man. You talking about that one Jeffrey caught, wasn't nobody within like 20 yards of the dude, man. Come on now. One of us could have hit that pass.
Minnesota had a lot of breakdowns. They didn't really have like all year.
A lot of mental breakdowns.
Like people were wide open.
Like, I really think that social media, the commentators, the NFL world jinxed Minnesota because it was their hometown Super Bowl. That's all they kept talking about. That was jinx right there. That's just like if somebody shooting a free throw, I'm like, man, he didn't hit 37 straight. What do he do for that next one?
Hey, ain't that how LeBron ruined Gilbert Arenas? Ruined his career on that same bullshit, that exact same bullshit. No, but I think, I think the pressure, Minnesota, like I said, Philly didn't have wins. Everybody thought they was gonna shit their pants. They wasn't gonna show up, and man, they came out in both those playoff games. Man, they did their thing, man. Definitely salute. Gotta salute.
So it's a lot of Eagle fans out there flying the bird, flapping their wings like the time. Then you got.
I'm a Giants fan. I can't go for the Eagles. I just simply can't do it.
So you going for?
But I don't like New England.
Hold on. We're gonna do that next week. Leaving your comments. Who you got for the bowl? Let us know you got the bowl. We'll talk about it next week.
Next week we going hard on the Super Bowl. Before you get to all the commercials, you got to get to the Humidor Shop Top podcast. We gonna get it in next week, man. All right. Next topic. Give it to my man, Lefty over here.
Okay, NBA season. We already know we're a little over the midway point, but some big shit happening. Got the trade deadline coming up in the All-Star game. Everything is set. The reserves have been announced. Starters, reserves been announced. LeBron and Steph picked their teams. So
I'm gonna run it down for y'all.
Run it down.
I'm just gonna hit the starters for LBJ. You got LeBron James, Kevin Durant, Anthony Davis, DeMarcus Cousins, and Kyrie Irving. Really? Really?
Now, LeBron picked that team, right?
Oh, that's his Steph team.
So now we're about to hit Steph team. You got Steph. You got James Harden, DeMar DeRozan, the Greek Freak, and Joel Embiid.
It's not a bad team.
It's not a bad team, of course.
I know, it's not.
Who's going to get rebounds?
That's when you got the Greek Freak and Joel.
That's Marcus Cousins and so KD, who's going to be at the 2. No way James Harden can guard. The Greek Freak going to probably be at the 3.
Well, they don't care about defense in All-Star.
Yeah, they
don't care about defense.
I'm just saying to win the game. He's going to have to guard Anthony Davis at the 3.
So now let's get this, let's keep this 100 now. Does DeMarcus really go down and bang? No. He sits around the perimeter now and he's shooting that thing.
Okay.
No, Cousins do a little bit of
everything. Now that you got AD around the paint area, he comes out 17 feet.
No, AD gonna be in
that's
the perimeter in this game. Cousins got to go down low.
My question is, what the hell was Steph Curry drinking when it was time to pick the damn teams? Because how you let Cousins and AD get on the same team? So it had to go pick for pick, right? Mm-hmm. So LeBron say, I got KD. You say I got Harden.
Right.
And then from there, it just went to shit. Like, what the hell happened?
So let's say LeBron got AD after that. If you Steph, who you say? DeMar DeRozan? Like, how do you not go Cousins?
Right.
How do you not go, like, what are you
probably
doing?
went Greek freak. He probably went Greek
He probably
freak.
did.
He
So
probably
LeBron
did.
like, oh, well, give me Cousins.
So whoever got
Game.
the first pick really
Game.
got control. Whoever got the coin toss really had control of that start that first eight
You
players.
supposed to take Cousins instead of Greek freak.
Kyrie, the
No.
general manager. Kyrie, the
No.
general manager.
You gotta get
No.
a big.
I mean, Steph
So you
is the
trying to
GM
tell
of
me
the
that
Cleveland Browns.
You don't
He's
think
horrible.
Joel
He
can
sucks.
bang with Cousins?
Joel was picked last.
Yeah, Joel can.
He
Joel
can't
can.
bang with Cousins?
Joel can go.
No.
Why not?
No.
I mean, he can't guard him, but can't nobody
Because
guard him.
Cousins gonna pull him out to the perimeter. Joel only know big man, so he gonna kind of be in the paint. He ain't gonna come all the way out to the three. So he gonna kind of be in the paint, looking around, and Cousins gonna be shooting threes.
Can Cousins stop Embiid too? No. Look at the other side.
No,
Right.
All right.
Can't stop it.
that's on the other end. We
And
talking
can't
about-
nobody stop the
listen,
Greek
I ain't
freak.
got to the other end.
And can't nobody stop the Greek
So
freak.
now the Greek freak gonna be all over the floor.
Right, he gonna be all over.
He all over the floor.
Yeah.
So I mean, you
Right, he can
can't.
bring the ball up, like he can, he.
It's gonna be real interesting, and to me, I think Steph was going for a little Loyola Marymount. Let's take it back. He finna go run and gun.
So he figured him,
He
Harden.
finna go run and gun.
So let me ask you this: do you think he figures him, Harden, DeRozan, Greek Freak, they just gone the whole
They
game?
gone. Everybody can put
Whole
the ball on the floor. Everybody except Embiid,
Right.
and he probably can put it on the floor more than we know.
Embiid can
He
shoot
just
threes.
don't. So
So Steph want to make it a running game.
Running gun.
And on the low, man, DeRozan.
No, he got.
DeRozan have an MVP type year, man. Like
He is.
it's,
He's
there's-
balling.
nobody talking about Toronto, but DeRozan is balling. So I mean, it's not a bum team, but you still just trying to figure how you get KD, AD, Cousins, and Kyrie and LeBron on the same
Yes.
damn team. Like you got to find a way
And
to
they
break
all
that
star.
up.
hey,
If we was at the park, cats would be like pick over.
Yeah.
no, it's gonna
This
be a
ain't
fight.
fair. Pick
It's gonna
over.
be a fight, man. It's gonna be a fight during the game, dog.
Well, we gonna see some alley-oops and all that good shit.
Oh yeah, it's gonna be very entertaining. At first, I was a
Kyrie
little
can
on the fence
basically-
with it, man, but now I kind of want to watch this now.
Mhm.
I kind of want to watch this, man, and see how this all play out.
Okay, before we go any further, let's talk about the snubs. And the biggest snub was PG-13. And Westbrook had some comments about that. Now, it could be because he on the same team with him and he trying to,
Keep.
snooze him into staying with us. Like, hey, you my man. I'm fighting for you. Stay with us. Sign for another year with us. If PG gets on, who gets off?
Okay. Can I answer that?
Who gets knocked out?
Go right ahead.
Westbrook went at Damian Lillard. Damian Lillard has deserved to be on the All-Star
The
team
last couple of years. Yeah, he been.
So that's the wrong guy to go after. Who he should have went after was Draymond Green.
He did go after Draymond, though.
should have took Draymond Green's place this year. Draymond Green is not an All-Star this year.
Hold on.
He was an All-Star last year. He played his way in, it was no doubt.
Is Jimmy deserving?
Draymond, yes, Jimmy does deserve it this
I
year.
don't know.
I don't
I
know,
don't know.
Dude,
I might have took McCollum over him. I might have took Miller's backcourt mate over Jimmy Butler.
this is my opinion.
Okay.
Draymond does not deserve All-Star status this year. He is on a winning team. He's a world champion. And what's happening is they put him on there.
Oladipo.
Oladipo.
Oh yeah.
He definitely deserves it.
Oladipo
Yes.
definitely deserves.
He
it.
definitely deserves it.
He definitely
Aldridge.
deserves it.
Yes.
Yeah, Aldridge.
Because think about it. They wouldn't be where they at without him.
They
He's
play
balling
without
out.
Kyrie, Kawhi.
Okay,
Aldridge.
yes.
you got John Wall and Bill.
I don't think Wall deserved it.
Wall didn't deserve
We
it
talking
this
about PG
Wall didn't
13
deserve it this year.
taking one of these slots.
Wall didn't deserve it this year.
I say over Wall, but if it's a position
I
thing
said
as far as
Draymond.
forwards,
Draymond didn't deserve it, bro.
yeah, this position you gotta
Simply
go
didn't deserve it
Draymond.
this year, man.
You gotta go
Like,
Draymond.
He's good. Don't get me wrong, but he's not an all-star this
You gotta
year.
go Draymond.
World champions. Come on.
That's what it is.
World champions.
That's what it
You
is.
got to give them the respect. You got to give them a three-piece.
They already got. They
You
got.
already
That's
got
four.
three people on there, man.
They got four on there.
You got Clay and Steph and KD.
Yeah,
Okay.
Draymond is not an all-star this year.
Right.
He's a good player. He's not an all-star this year. Like, let me give y'all an example. When y'all watched Draymond last year, right? Beginning of the year,
Mhm.
you said, "Oh, he's an all-star." No way Draymond is not supposed to be on the all-star team, right? You didn't say that this year about Draymond. Not this year.
Well, but it's a popularity contest. Golden State, one of the most popular teams in the league. At the end of the day, it still comes down like a lot of that. So a lot of those smaller teams, I'm actually shocked Oladipo on there. I think he deserves it.
Oh, he
But I'm
East?
shocked. But I'm
But
shocked.
his team ain't shit.
But
he's clearly balling out with Indiana.
His team is nothing.
But wasn't it this year? Didn't matter East West, right? It was just
No, it
the
didn't
votes,
matter.
right?
Well, it mattered starter wise, and then
Starter
after that.
wise, after that,
That was
you
East
got
West.
the coaches picking.
So Kristoff, Knicks ain't all that. He deserved it.
He been hurt a lot. I don't know. But who in the East was gonna take it from him?
He balls out.
But who in the East was gonna take it from him?
Drummond.
But you know,
Right.
yeah,
What do y'all think about Drummond? Drummond the snub?
I ain't gonna say a snub. I mean,
So
that's
you made it?
kind of either way with him. I'm
but out of
call
those three
him
teams,
snub.
they the worst.
Right. I'm not gonna say a snub.
Yeah.
My snub personally is Lou Williams. I think the Clippers' whole lineup been hurt, and Lou Williams has been carrying the Clippers. But there's too many guards in the West, so I get it. But this was his best year. He's like a six man, man.
And he off
Right?
the bench. He come
He's
off the
off
bench
the
still.
But this was his best year to me to make the squad. Like if it was going to be a year, Lou Williams was supposed to be All-Star. Should have been this year. He's been single-handedly carrying the Clippers.
Lou
Blake
always
Griffin
balls
is just
out.
getting back. All their guards hurt. Austin Rivers ain't all that. Like right, so he's been carrying the Clippers. If it was a year, man, it should have been this year to me. Chris Paul been hurt. I get it. But Chris Paul and when he's on the floor is balling.
Honestly, I really don't know if you talk about East West. I know the West is packed,
Yeah,
so it's
tough in the West.
somebody was gonna get snubbed.
Yeah, it's tough in the
I think
West.
all the
It's
forwards,
tough in the West.
all the forwards on the West deserve it. I think Draymond, even though he probably should have been over PG-13, it's hard to say he's not an all-star. So somebody was gonna get snubbed. Every year somebody gets snubbed. You know what I mean? It is what it is. But at the same time, Golden State, you already got three. Let's just give somebody the benefit of the doubt, man. It's not Golden State versus everybody
Yeah, sometimes
else.
you,
right?
somebody,
You know what I mean?
sometimes
Like,
somebody got to take that L for the
yeah,
team.
like y'all got enough, man. Come on, man.
Yeah.
So who else? So in the East, who possibly got snubbed? Let's. Who
I got a
do you
name
think?
for you.
Who you got?
Dragic from the Miami.
Nah,
Yes.
no.
What?
Dragic. Now
Over the wall, over who?
let's be controversial. Dragic should have been over John Wall this year.
I don't know.
Hear me out.
Ooh.
Hear me out.
Dragic ain't consistent.
Let's get
man.
controversial.
Ooh.
Hear me out. The Miami
Please
Heat.
let me hear
The
that.
Miami Heat are number 4 in the East right now.
Let me hear that.
Right?
Please let me hear this.
They are over the Washington Wizards record-wise. These are facts.
That's true.
Okay. John Wall is a better player than Dragic. Don't get me wrong. He's not an all-star this year. Dragic is an all-star. John Wall made the all-star off reputation because he's one of the best guards in the East. He's not having an all-star first half. Dragic is, and there's no way Miami will be the number 4 team in the East in the playoffs, home court, without Dragic right now. John Wall, him and Bill can't even get over the
Yeah,
number 4
well,
spot.
you know what?
So-
I'll give you this, but
So
it's
that-
no way
that's-
Washington should have 2 in there. They're not even
No.
top 14.
No.
So I'll give you that, but I don't know about Dragic though. I
Would y'all take Kyle Lowry, by the way?
No.
Yeah.
DeRozan balling out. But would y'all take Kyle Lowry, right?
I mean,
So then
Toronto-
Dragic should have his spot.
Toronto number 2 in the East. If you talking about seeds,
Okay.
Toronto number 2
All
in
right,
the East.
I can see that.
Okay.
That's why
Okay.
that they
Okay.
got to. But I'm with Kev, man. Ain't no way Washington should get 2.
No, they shouldn't. I don't
Not
think
being, what are they,
Washington should.
6?
Yeah, I think they
They
6
got
right
They're
now.
6 in a game out of being 9th.
Yeah, pretty much. Pretty much.
I think the top 4. So I think Dragic should have had a spot simply because you don't even talk about Miami. Waiters is hurt.
No.
This dude is balling.
They don't have star power.
They don't,
They don't have star
So
power.
you got to
That's
represent the
they
best
They
team
just
that's
playing
in the
hard.
league.
They playing hard.
They play hard, and Dragic is that
Okay, so let's go off of it's been a lot of controversy. We all know what's going on in the land in Cleveland. Kevin Love did make the All-Star team,
And he should.
but we all know what's been going on. Cleveland, they not only been losing, they've been getting drugged. I mean, ridiculously drugged. They just lost to San Antonio the other night. Pretty much San Antonio's B team. No Gasol, Ginobili didn't play, Parker didn't play much. You know, Kawhi's out, and they still lost by like what, 12 points,
fresh
right?
off team meeting, by the way.
Yeah, fresh off a team meeting. So, what is going on with the Cavs?
Hold on, Kev. I know you want to go in. Kev want to go in, man. So he gonna take a couple puffs on his stick and let me speak for a minute. It's all in the locker room, man. the locker room is in shambles. They not liking anybody. They really beefing as a team, man. And to me, that coach is not bringing them together because they should have one common goal. They can fight all day long off the court in the locker room, but when you get into that on that 94 feet, you are supposed to ball out, and we are one, and we go out. And they're not doing that. They're not doing that at all. So, Kev, go ahead and go in because I know you want this.
This is all LeBron James' fault.
Oh, my God.
I'm going to tell you why. Every single person on it, with the exception of Isaiah and Crowder, that really wasn't his fault. But every other person on that team, LeBron James went out and got.
No, not Jeff Green. He did no recruiting this summer. LeBron did no recruiting this summer for Cleveland. Nobody.
The roster was picked by this guy. He got all the players he wants. He's even going after, George Hill. He really wanted Kemba Walker. He wanted Paul George. Right? He want DeAndre Jordan. Look, man, the dude wants everybody in the league outside of Golden State to come play with him so he can win a
You gotta
championship.
load up. Shit, let's go.
When you get all these players that you want, it is your job as the coach, general manager, with the exception of the owner, to get everybody on the same page and bring personalities in. You have to do that, LeBron, because the people that are there with you, you already know. And you knew it was going to be a problem with JR when you brought in Dwayne Wade. You knew it was going to be a problem with Tristan Thompson because he was going to the bench and he used to be a star. You have to make this right. Crowder is not living up to expectations. I get that. That's not LeBron's fault. He just simply can't fit in for whatever reason. Everybody knew when Isaiah Thomas got back, Isaiah's trying to get paid. He's the scorer. He ain't whipping that ball around. He's looking to score, so the ball stops with him. So now everybody else is not getting touches. J.R. Smith is having the worst career ever, the worst year in his career. Now you can't match personalities. You got stuff leaking out the locker room that people are mad at LeBron because he ain't whipping the ball no more. He's waiting for the perfect pass to get an assist.
Okay, Ben, what you
That's
got?
not cool.
Let Ben take it. Let Ben what you got.
Kev, I gotta call bullshit. You can't put this all on LBJ, man. You cannot. Everybody want to blame LeBron from they woke up and had a hangnail, or their car didn't start because it's cold outside. They blame LeBron.
California wildfires.
Right. Everything is blamed on LeBron.
Simple question. Who do you blame?
I blame Teron No Game Lou. Because every time I see his face, only thing that I can think of is AI crossing him over, hitting the J and stepping over him, man. That's all I see. How you going to be the coach
At the end of the bench.
and then you going to tell a player, you need to do this, you need to do this? You didn't do it. So how you going to tell me?
Lou wasn't nobody reserve in the league. Ain't like he was a star.
I'm just saying, he wasn't even a star. But you know what? There's a lot of stars that are coaches now, man, that are good coaches and all that. Because Steve Kerr wasn't a star, but But my thing is, it is the team in itself. Because right now they just fighting, man. Will they be like that later on, 2 months down the line when it's time to really ball? I think they'll get it together, man, and they'll be a lot more competitive. And then you'll see LeBron take over as the leader of that team, and he's gonna quiet a lot of the hate. Because I feel a lot of it coming off as I'm talking right now.
You know the next 3 weeks are coming up. They're gonna make a trade. Now, I don't know who coming and who going, but that won't be the same team in the next 3 weeks.
I'll take it.
Can we agree on that?
I agree, but I'll take it. Yeah. This all started in the off season. The organization was a mess. It was probably the worst off season ever. You fired the general manager. You couldn't get LeBron to commit past last year. You missed out on a deal for Butler. You missed out on a deal for PG-13. You missed out on a deal for Bledsoe. You let it leak that you had Kyrie on the block. So it was just a mess. So let's start there. And then let's go manually. And then let's go to the Kyrie deal. So on paper, initially it looked great. You had Isaiah Thomas coming off damn the MVP year. Crowder's up and coming young player. Then you have that pick from Brooklyn. But at the end of the day, Isaiah's coming off injury. He's still not back right. Crowder's not living up to nothing.
He just seems out of
nowhere near what he was doing. He's having a hard time adjusting. And so the pick is just really sitting out there. You gave up an all-star pretty much for two guys who are playing like bench players. I mean, let's put it out there. I mean, it's really nothing. Kevin Love should have been the man on the block, should have been the man move. It didn't happen. So the organization was a mess out the gate. LeBron was out all preseason. They got 7 new players. They changed up the starting lineup. You brought in Dwayne Wade. You started Wade. You benched J.R. Smith. You benched Tristan Thompson. The whole thing it's just been a mess. So, you know, they still kind of like in off-season bounce back mode, getting it together, getting this chemistry. The lineups is messed up.
Chemistry is the key.
What's the solution?
The solution is Lou needs to grow some balls and control that team and put the right players in and put them in position where they're going to be effective. Tristan, he needs to be in the game. Wade, he needs to come off the bench. He needs to come off the bench and control that second team.
Wait, hold on, before you finish. We forgot Derrick Rose left for a little while and contemplated retirement as well. So
that's true.
That's what I mean by it's been a mess.
It's been hills and valleys, they
flipping
and flopping. But you just asked the question, what do you do with IT? IT, you need to sit his ass down, look him in his face and say, stop that bullshit.
Until he get his rhythm.
Stop that bullshit, man.
Then you can't start him.
Who are you? Who are you to freeze up the offense because you want to score? No, you're on a team where you got to pick your spots. If you hot that night, we're going to feed you and feed you and feed you. But if you're not, I need you to be in this offense that we want and go to the players that the offense is set for.
It's
then you got to sit him down.
Have the balls to do it.
He got to come off the bench.
Have the balls to do it.
That's really what it comes down to. And to me, Lou is catering to a lot of people, man. That he's in a tough spot though. Think about it like this. LeBron hasn't committed. Right. They probably want to keep IT in case LeBron walk. So you don't want to make IT mad or he's gonna walk.
IT is not staying.
It's a mess.
That's what's going to happen to Tyronn Lue. If he doesn't get the balls and the guts to go ahead and take this team and say it's mine and do what he wants, he's gonna be just like my man Jason Kidd and gone. Even though firing Jason Kidd was some bullshit.
That was terrible. But let me ask you this. This is February, almost February, right? I'm willing to say the Cleveland Cavaliers is going to win 23 games next year. Next year. Because LeBron James is leaving. I don't know where he's going, but LeBron James is leaving, which means Wade is leaving, which means IT is not going to, they're going to trade Love by the trade deadline. Dwayne Wade is not staying, he's leaving with LeBron. IT is not staying because he's going somewhere and getting paid. You're not going to have a squad next year. Every other person on this squad was brought in for LeBron James.
Who's gonna pay IT the way he playing?
LeBron James. Somebody pay him. He might not get the money he wants, but somebody pay him.
Who's gonna pay him?
Here's my point. He probably didn't get the most money with Cleveland when everybody leaves.
New York will pay him.
But the players you have outside, maybe you might go to New York. The players you have around this team were all brought for LeBron, and they all got paid. So when LeBron leaves, you just got a bunch of complimentary players for LeBron James, and LeBron James is no longer there.
Well, let's face it.
I see 23 wins next year.
But let's face it, when LeBron leaves, you're going to rebuild mode anyway.
Yeah, whenever LeBron leaves the team, you go into rebuild mode. I don't care what you got on your team, you are in rebuild mode because you lose a whole lot and he leaves.
But I will say this. I will say this. This is something that nobody has really touched on. Then I want to salute. I've been talking about Brad Stevens, the coach of the Boston Celtics, man. That is a young Popovich, and let's just look at it. Isaiah Thomas, before he got to Boston, was pretty much a off the bench scoring type dude. He wasn't a superstar. Crowder was playing at a high level, and not only is Crowder and IT gone, they lost Courtney Lee and what's the other big dude that could play with the ponytail, the big forward. He was pretty good.
Went down to Orlando.
Yeah, they went down to Orlando.
Kelly
Olin.
Kelly Olin. So I'm looking at the fact he got this team back on the top of the East, man. You gotta give Brad Stevens props. That's a young Popovich, man. That's gonna get that boy a salute.
Now, I don't think my smoke fellas want to get off into this, man. But let's switch gears and let's talk about Michigan State, man. Let's talk about Michigan State. And I know my man Lucky Lefty, he itching to talk about this, man.
Sorry, knows this.
Yeah, so I'm gonna let you go ahead and go in on Michigan State, man. Let's go.
You know, as a parent And as someone who played organized sports from like 6 years old, I think it's pretty pathetic what these universities are letting happen. The things that allow happen, the people they're hiring to be on these staffs, man, and it's pretty sad because as a kid, I know I wasn't one of them, but for like a young man who doesn't have a father or a young lady who didn't have a father in their life, your coaches are usually that's the father figure for you. These people are abusing their power, man. It's really pathetic. I gotta salute the young lady, the judge out there in Michigan, man, for throwing dude under the jail. Don't let him see the light of day. Just like that sick ass Jerry Sandusky. It's sad, man, that these people take their position of power when they're supposed to be teaching these people how to be not only athletes, but good young adults, and they taking their own freaky little fantasies out on them and all type of wild shit, man. Really, I'm just pissed off about it. I'm heated. I'm heated, especially the fact that everybody in this room, we got kids either in college or going to college or, and they play sports, man, and you got to trust you're trying to trust your kids to these people, man. It's pretty sad. And I know somebody in Michigan State knew what was going on. Somebody said something. Somebody's made an allegation or said something and they didn't investigate it. They threw it under the rug. It's pathetic.
Yeah, what's up?
I wanted to jump in on that too. You're absolutely right. I 100% agree with everything you just said. I wanted to say, yes, some people, not someone, some people knew that this was going on. Trust me on this. Which is the reason the president resigned all of a sudden. Because now it's about to be an investigation that goes on. They finna nitpick. Now I don't know how they're gonna go back decades and nitpick or whatever. There's gonna be a lot of people that's gonna get told out that, well, she reported this to so-and-so. Or so-and-so knew about this and swept it under the rug, thought it would never come out. There's going to be a lot of that point fingers. Everybody want to run and get away with it. So it's going to be a lot of pointing fingers, a lot of throwing blame over here to find out what's going on. And you're going to see a lot of people from Michigan State resigning. All of a sudden transferring schools. And all of a sudden getting out of there. Because it's going to be an investigation. And this was an athletic dude, right?
Yeah,
when he took care of the,
yeah, it's gymnastics.
Gymnastics, yeah.
And put people on Team USA and all of that. Yeah. The issue that I have is where the top brass are saying they did not know. This has gone on for years and years, and there's no way as a leader that you don't have your ear to what's going on. Now, if you turn a blind eye, it's wrong. Now, yes, the president, do they get really involved in, the actual operations and stuff like that? That could be questioned. But President Bell, because that's your school. You are the one that runs that school, so you are supposed to understand and know everything that's going on, because when it's all said and done, everybody's coming back to the president. How you did not know?
Let me touch on that real quick. I didn't go to a big school, but I went to a school big enough that the dean found out.
Give your shout out, man, Kev. Give your shout out.
Okay, I ain't gonna name no names, but the dean found out what was going on, and it did get back to the president. Now, we were a smaller school in Michigan State, obviously. However, stuff gets back to people with the right people. Stuff gets back. That's why I didn't believe that Rick Pitino shit. I didn't believe none of that. You are the head coach of Louisville. Ain't no way in hell you didn't know what was going on. So our president, stuff got back to our president. No way in hell this has been going on, what, 2 decades, they said?
Yeah.
Something like that?
Yeah.
No way the president didn't get back to the president.
2 decades.
They didn't want to uproar. So for whatever reason, they were sweeping stuff under the rug.
Well, let me piggyback off that. And I said this is the other pathetic part about it with these universities. They are more dedicated to protecting the university's name than they are these children that are being sent to their school. It's supposed to be about the kids, man. It's supposed to be about the education. But all they worry about, even going back to, I hate to speak ill of the dead, but Joe Paterno, it's always about protecting the university and not the kids. And that's pathetic. I think everybody involved who knew anything should be under the jail with them sick bastards that's doing it. So, I mean, really, but the question now is, what's the solution? Because it got to be going on in more than one school. It ain't just these schools just in the media. It's going on somewhere else. So what's really the solution? Is it better background checks? Is it making sure these coaches aren't alone with these kids? Because I didn't understand the Sandusky in the shower with the boys. I never understood how that even
the
happened.
solution is that you need to have better policing of the top universities all the way down to the low level, junior colleges on it. Better policing needs to be done within the athletic programs and just any program that's going on, whether it's band, doesn't matter.
Right.
It needs to be better policing, and they need to set up some type of policies and some type of outside I would say outside sources that come in.
Kind of like an internal investigation,
Yes.
like
Yes.
a high internal affairs type.
But your coaches are not with the kids 24/7. It just simply doesn't go that way in college.
No, it's not.
Now this dude was an athletic doctor,
Trainer.
trainer.
Yeah.
They sent everybody to him to get everybody right. Like, you got to go see this dude, right? So the people that's funneling students to this dude, his nurses and everything, guarantee you they knew what was going on. Guarantee you that. So watch how the investigation goes. And I wouldn't trust the NCAA to investigate if a dog was outside pissing. I wouldn't trust the NCAA whatsoever. You got to bring the fans in to do this on a university. Don't ever bring the NCAA, because the NCAA is full of shit and everybody knows it. So let's just put that out there, man. Let's be real. You can't trust. If the NCAA say they're gonna do that, cancel Christmas. You will never get to the bottom of it. They're gonna cover their sales and cover their money every single time. It's always about them. It ain't student athlete, it's athlete student. That's how it goes with the NCAA. Let's be real about that.
Yeah, it's about that
You
money.
gotta bring in the feds.
It's about
You
that
gotta
money.
get to the bottom line of this throughout these 2 decades. Now I don't know how they're gonna do it, because half the people are gone now. Like, half the people are gone. Like,
Well, they're gonna strip that school down, and they're gonna have to start from nothing.
Yeah.
okay.
And at the end of the day, I think we all agree, man. So really this week, that was what's on all our minds and hearts, man. Prayers out to all the victims and their families, man. It's really a sad situation.
It is.
And man, it's time for us to sign off.
We're gonna sign off, man, from the Roman Castle. But once again, we give it up to all the smoke shops, and we love you all. We're gonna continue coming to your establishments, smoke fellas. Gonna be out there with you. Post, comments, your remarks. We'll talk about them next Thursday. You'll be dropping at 9 p.m. That's how we do.
Shout out to all the squads, man. Smoke Squad, Smoke Syndicate, Dark Knight, the whole 9, man. Shout out to everybody.
We missed you, and ain't because we don't love you.
Hey, don't forget to subscribe to the YouTube channel. Check out the Humidor Shop Talk.
Shop Talk.
We doing the big one again next month. The last one was Bananas. You can check it out on YouTube.